Welcome, everybody, for a special edition Expendable show. I'm your host, The Expendable. For those of you who don't know, please like, subscribe, and ding the bell if you like my show. We do a lot of different stuff on here, but today we're doing an exclusive interview with the one and the world's only biker hypnotist, Gary Michaels. Welcome to the show, Gary.
Hey, brother. How are you, man? Everything good?
I'm fantastic. It's a beautiful Saturday. There's a lot of football on today, and I get to interview you, so that just like icing on the cake.
Oh, well, thank you, man. Thank you so much. It's a pleasure.
So I guess first we want to start off with, what do you do for your shows? Because there's probably a lot of people out there. The only experience I've ever had with a hypnotist was when I was in high school. And they would come to the high school and they'd make everybody stare at something. And then they would go nab up people out of the crowd and do stupid stuff. So go ahead and explain to the audience, kind of what to expect from a Gary Michaels show.
Okay. So here's the thing. First and foremost, don't adjust your screen or your eyes. I am a biker, but I'm actually a really cool biker. And the thing is nobody really sees me coming. So what I'm going to do throughout the performance is I'm going to do, let's see if I can get that, a little bit of magic like that. So we're going to do some magic, and then I'm going to hypnotize some people and make them do some stupid stuff. And the cool thing about this, dude, is it's New Year's Eve in Atlanta, the Punchline, which is my birthday. So you can already know what you're going to expect out of this show, man. It's going to be out of control fun. And it's a great way to ring in the new year, man. So yes, I'm going to do some magic, and then we'll hypnotize some people. We'll make them do some really weird stuff. You can make people do a lot of cool things. It's a very weird phenomenon to watch somebody lose their mouth, or make them believe they forgot where their mouth is, and you give them a bottle of water and they're pouring water all over their face because they can't find their mouth. You can make people believe that stuff, or make them forget their name, or forget a number. I usually make them forget the number 2. But there's so many things you can do with hypnosis, man. It's so much fun. I never dreamed that I'd be out doing this the way I'm doing it now for over the last few years, traveling the world. And I'm very excited about this gig on New Year's Eve at the Punchline in Atlanta. It's going to be awesome, dude. Awesome.
So for those of you at home that do not know, the Punchline in Atlanta is a premier comedy club. It's where if you're anybody in the comedy world, you're going to perform at the Punchline. So this is a big deal. And, between Gary and I, we've been able to put this together, and we're going to.
No. It's all you, dude. You're the one. Listen, I got to tell you something, Eric. There's a lot of people that we meet all over the world that love the show. They love coming to the show. They love hanging out with me in April. We just fun people. And they always say, oh, I'm going to help you get in this place. I'm going to help you get in this place. I know there's people over here. And I'm like, yeah, that'd be awesome. Hook us up. And then crickets, you don't hear nothing. You actually did the work and landed me this gig. And for that, I am forever grateful. And you will be taken care of too, by the way.
Well, I said,
it might be a bottle of whiskey or something, but we're going to get drunk at New Year's Eve, dude.
Hey, bottles of whiskey are perfectly acceptable.
Yes. And yes, indeed they are.
The great thing about it is the world, in this world that we live in today, we're missing more laughter, and we're missing more positive experiences. And I thought that, when we kind of accidentally came across each other, maybe it wasn't quite an accident. And
it was divine intervention. I think
you're right.
I think man upstairs had something to do with
it. So Gary and I actually met each other on TikTok. And, he's from a little town in Kentucky that I pick on all the time. And so he commented, and then we started talking to each other in the DMs, and then turned into text messaging and phone calls. And then I found out, like, this guy's a pretty talented performer.
And
And
we're only 20 minutes away from each other.
yeah,
What were the odds of that happening?
right. Yeah. And on top of that, Gary lives not that far down the road from me. So that it is like a divine intervention. Who would have thought all those stars would have aligned at that moment? And now we're going to go do this show at the Punchline, and it's going to be an unbelievable situation. I'm excited because I've never done anything like this before, and I've seen comedy shows and stuff, but to be
So it is
part
New
of the
Year's
work.
Eve, and I understand that people want to get out and party and put on their fancy dresses and outfits and listen to bands and watch their balls drop and all that kind of stuff. I get it, but I want to give you something a little bit different that you will remember, even if it's the last day of 2025. That will be a day that you will always remember if you come to the show. And I'm pretty sure I've got 3 shows that night, but you have to keep checking with the website, punchline.com. Again, it's on New Year's Eve, and the late show, I will be bringing in the new year, and you're going to feel amazing from laughing so hard. It's going to be the best feeling you've ever had, whether you get hypnotized or not. If you're in the audience, you're going to laugh, and you're going to have a blast, and you're going to see things that is maybe a little questionable, like how in the world is this happening? Why are these people doing that? It's fun to watch. And this, I promise you, you come to the show. If you come to the early shows, you still got time to go out and party and check out the bands and stuff, but you're going to feel amazing when you get there because you're going to be laughing so hard and you're going to be talking about it forever. But the late show, when I bring in the new year, dude, it's just going to be completely amazing. And in a place like Atlanta, at the Punchline, I couldn't be more thrilled to be at this club. This is my first time in the club, so I'm a little nervous, because I want to go in there and I want to do my best because I don't want this to be the last time being at the Punchline. I don't think it will be. I think we're all going to get along good, and I'm going to show Eric when you tell them about when we first met, the shenanigans that went on.
Right. So Gary and I, we decided to meet in person in Covington, Georgia, and Covington is a really nice little tiny little community, very laid back. It's where they film the Vampire Diaries, so there's a lot of tourism that comes there, but so there actually is a lot of movement on the sidewalks. People are out going into the shops, and there's restaurants to eat. The Mystic Grill's there where all the vampire people want to go eat. And so I met Gary, we started talking, and he said, "Hey, watch this." And so he just, we're outside eating at an outside table, and Gary just walks up to this. There were 3 people sitting at this table, a lady, an older gentleman, and probably I'm assuming the older gentleman's grandson, the lady's son. So Gary just walks up and just starts doing his thing. And these people were soaking it all up. It was unbelievable to see Gary in action and to see what you do and how you engage people who may not have initially wanted to be bothered by, but you ended up giving them some entertainment during their meal, and it turned into a good time. And then come to find out they were from Kentucky, where you're from. So
I know that was pretty cool. I think my favorite part was the 2 older ladies that came out.
Yeah.
When we started talking to them, I think I won them over because when they got in their car and drove by, they're blowing their horn. No, not you, we love you. They were just awesome people, man. But yeah, I can be a little bit annoying, but I do it in a fun way. And you can tell if you walk up to a table or something and you do a magic trick or something for them, you can tell whether they want you there or not. They're like, okay, that's cool, now get away. But most generally, you saw it. I make friends with everybody. We'll crack jokes and I'll do magic tricks. And the cool thing about that is they said that if we do a gig around here somewhere, they're going to be there. So I'm pretty sure they've seen me promoting it on Instagram and the socials and all that kind of stuff. So hopefully they'll show up because
that would be awesome.
You know as well as I do, they're still talking about that day.
Oh yeah. Those ladies, they were just eating it up. They were so happy to engage with you. It was pretty impressive.
Well, if April would have been there, I'd probably gotten in trouble from the old lady.
So I'm going to put the Punchlines email in the comments. I'm going to pin it to the comments so that way everybody will know what website to go to. There's 3 different sessions, right, Gary?
According to the website, yes, and I didn't realize this, but it's fine. I love to entertain. It's going to be busy. I'm going to be busy. I promise you. 6, 8, and 10 are the show times.
Right.
According to the website, there's different prices. Again, I'm ecstatic. This is a big deal for me in my career to be at the Punchline in Atlanta. You look at the names that have been there,
Yeah.
just to be able to share that stage for me is an honor. And that being said, being my first time at the Punchline on my birthday, on New Year's Eve, I can assure you we're going to have a blast. And again, I wanted to give people something a little different to bring in the new year with. And you saw some stuff. You ain't seen all of it yet, but you're gonna, and it's going to be amazing. I promise you.
Now, I'm going to share a little bit of a secret with you. That I've already started to compile a list of the suggestions that I need you to do to my girlfriend during the show. So,
well, you got to be careful with that. I can go either way, man. It's 80-50 how that works,
No, but we're really excited, and the Punchline is a very reputable place. So I want to show a couple videos of what to expect coming to a Gary Michaels show, or some of his promotional videos that he has out, which is all on YouTube. And I'll put his link in the comments as well, so you guys can all go check out his YouTube channel.
Yeah, check out all my socials. The best way to do that is just punch in Gary Michaels Hypnotist, and it pops up on everything. Now, if you see me on OnlyFans, mind your business, because I need money.
Yeah, well, I'm not going to that one. But here we go.
You were looking for calm seas and quiet nights, then you might need to pick another cruise. Now, if you're looking for raw freedom, loud music, lots of laughs, and a ship full of like-minded folks from all over the world, welcome home. Rock MSC is proudly introducing Islander Bike Fest, April 10th through the 15th. It's where bike life meets paradise on Margaritaville at Sea. A 5-day cruise leaving out of Tampa and making a couple of stops in Cozumel and Progreso, Mexico. We will be rocking every single night with Jasmine Cain. A Foreigner's Journey to Boston. Big Engine. Cowboy, a Kid Rock tribute, and many, many more. 12 bands in total. There will also be a special performance by the world's only biker comedy hypnotist, Gary Michaels, thanks to Rock MSC, Cyclefish.com, Motorcycle Mayhem Radio, and Rockavaca. It's the 2026 Faith vs. Fear Tour. Gary will also be hosting the Islander Bike Fest. Special thanks to Rockavaca for sponsoring all of Rock MSC cruises. Motorcycle Mayhem Radio will be doing a live show from the ship, and we'll be raising money for Rockin' the Road for a Cure, focusing on breast cancer. We'll also have a very special guest, NASCAR legend Jeff Bodine. Islander Bike Fest, April 10th through the 15th on Margaritaville at Sea. Click on the link and book your cabin now, and find us on all the socials for more details. Rock on.
So there's that video. I thought that, I want to go on that cruise now.
So here's the thing. We were just on that ship a couple of months ago. We did first week of November. We were on Margaritaville at Sea already, performed for another group. And now I'm going to be back on the same ship in April. Now, you saw that Jeff Bodine's going to be there. Jeff, I love Jeff and his Lori, his wife. They're the greatest people ever. And I hypnotized Jeff Bodine this past couple of months ago on Margaritaville at Sea. Yeah, it's fun to say that, yes, I've hypnotized a NASCAR legend.
That would be pretty cool.
It was funny, man. We love Jeff. We love Jeff and Lori. They're just amazing people. We can't wait to see them again.
So that's kind of what I was going to bring up is like for those of you who are not familiar with the hypnotist world or the comedy world, because there's so many, and especially in the comedy world, there's so many names out there. So it's hard to keep up. Everybody's out there, you know, but there's not a lot of biker comedy hypnotist out there. There's only one. So this is going to be a completely different experience. And so this isn't just just another comedian or just another hypnotherapist or a hypnotist. This is a unique situation where you're going to get a different perspective, and it's not going to be PG. And
no, this is an adult show.
Right. And you're going to see some funny stuff. And this isn't Gary's first go round. He's been doing this for quite some time. So a couple weeks. So you can get on a cruise boat and be a headliner in a couple weeks if you work hard in 2 weeks.
Right. No, this will be my fifth. This will be my fifth cruise performing next year. And I think we're working out a deal with Rock MSC too. They're going to put together, I think, a cruise a month. And we're in talks of making me the official hypnotist just for those specific cruises. So I'm looking forward to that. The cruise ships are fun, man. I have a blast and then get to travel all these different places. And we were in Belize this past year, and we got off the ship, little area, maybe 3 blocks worth of shops and whatever. And I asked one of the locals, and I said, kind of like to go through that gate and see what this island is all about. And he goes, yeah, you could do that. I wouldn't recommend it. I'm like, okay, I'll stay over here. I'll stay right here. But it's cool to see all that stuff. And the people on these cruises that we meet are just amazing. And dude, that's the thing about hypnosis for me. When here's what sets me apart. Let me just throw this out there. One of my buddies, he owns a comedy club up in Ohio, Crackpot's Comedy Club, which I'll be there this year. His name is Chris Kelter, and he's an old school comedian. He's worked with all of them, the big boys. He says, Gary, there's one thing that sets you apart from any other hypnotist that I've ever worked with. I said, what's that? He said, number one, nobody sees you coming. Nobody's going to expect a biker to do this. Then they're damn sure not going to expect a biker to be doing close-up magic tricks. And if you're going to be a magician close-up, you better be good at it, because if you're not, they're going to eat you alive. And Eric, you can contest to that. You saw some of the magic when we met the first time. Where was I going with this? Oh, here's what sets me apart. Chris says, Gary, you do what other hypnotists won't do, but it's what the people want to see. So yeah, I'm not going to, break the line, but I'm going to bend the hell out of it. You can count on that, and it's going to be funny. You're going to get a lot of feedback. People walk up to me and they go, "How in the world does that work?" I was like, "Simple. It's just a science." We all hypnotize ourselves every single day. We're in a what we call a hypnotic trance 70% of the day, every day. All of us, if you have a working brain. Now, if you're Joe Biden, he's done. His brain. He has an elevator that runs up and down. There's just nobody in it. That's the problem with that dude. But if you get hypnotized, you're going to feel amazing. It's the best feeling ever. It's the most profound relaxation you'll ever experience in your life. And a lot of people need that. But on the other side of that, the audience, the laughter, the amazement, the scratching your head, trying to figure stuff out, and the the way the show flows, you're going to feel just as good as the people on stage that get hypnotized, because you're just going to release all that tension, man. You're just going to let it all go, and you're going to forget about the world for a few minutes. And when you walk out of that door, you're going to go, okay, I need to come back and see this guy again. Because here's what generally happens. Let's say we go to a venue that holds 150 people. We do 2 shows, one Friday, one Saturday. We'll go in Friday, maybe we'll have 60, 70 people in the venue. Not a bad crowd. After they see the show, they know there's another one the next night. There's 200 people in there. You can't move. It generally happens like that. Not all the time, but a lot of times. Because yes, I don't mean to sound cliche, but I am going to give you something different. And every show I do is going to be different. If I'm doing 3 shows on New Year's Eve, all 3 of them are going to be different. Now, here's the cool thing about it. You can get your subjects hypnotized. I might do the same bits that I did before, but you're going to get a completely different reaction because there's different personalities you're working with. You follow me? So
Right.
one night, this guy might do something stupid, and the next night do the same bit with somebody else, and he may make it more funny. Their personality comes out. It's an emotional state of mind. Hypnosis is an emotional state of mind, and trust me, I'm going to play on all those emotions. Like the video you just saw, the little clip where the guy fell out of his chair. I made him believe that he lost something below his belly button. And I found it for him. And earlier in the night, he was making fun of me, which made him do it. Then I threw it down on the floor and stomped on it. And he hit the ground. That's when he hit the ground. And you'll probably see that on New Year's Eve. I'll probably do one of them shows.
I can see where that could be traumatic for someone.
Well, let me clean it up a little. For the ladies, I make them lose their belly button. And they're walking around stage looking for belly button. Yeah. The guys, I make Mr. Winky, making believe Mr. Winky's gone. It's out in the audience looking for you somewhere. And it's just
right.
It's the amount of laughter. So I'm pretty good when I'm on stage and there's all these people out here. I'm pretty good at, being professional and trying to keep a straight face. But there's times, dude, it's not going to happen. Yeah. I am losing it, laughing so hard when I'm trying to I'm not going to stop laughing, but it's so funny. Good Lord.
I wouldn't make it.
I've done a lot of crazy stuff, man, but this is so much fun. And being my first time at a club as prestigious as the Punchline in Atlanta, Georgia, it's one of the biggest clubs in the country, man. And I am just thrilled and honored, and I couldn't have done it without you. So again, April and I are very appreciative, and now we just need to get asses in the seats. Yep. So if you're seeing this, tell everyone that, please, you go to all my socials. There's videos to watch. There's some videos you probably don't want the little ones to see. It's not bad, I'm not vulgar or anything. It's just, bend the line a little bit. I do what other hypnotists won't do. And that's what makes my show a little bit different than anything you've seen. Not to mention the energy level that we bring to the stage.
Right. Now, Gary, I don't want to put your show into this narrow spectrum of where, you have to be appreciative of bikers to go enjoy a Gary Michaels show. That's not the case. So if you just like laughter, this is the place you want to be. This isn't just a biker specific show.
No. Clearly we, biker hypnotist, I do attract a lot of the biker community, which I'm very proud to be in. And I do a lot of the big shows, the bike rallies across America, Sturgis being our biggest one. I think I'm going to be at the Lone Star Rally next year, and it's almost as big as Sturgis, and it's held in Galveston. I think I'm going to be at that one this year, not 100%, but No, I don't cater to just the biker community. I cater to everybody. The biker thing is what, to me, is kind of sets us apart because nobody thinks a biker, because everybody's got their preconception of what bikers
Right.
are, that I'm going to be doing stuff like this. Now, there's a buddy of mine, his name's Russ Nagel. He and I are going to do some shows next year. He is America's funniest biker. Okay. Yeah, there he is. So you join Russ, America's funniest biker, which he is, dude, he is so funny, with the world's only biker comedy hypnotist. Now you got something that people are going to go, okay, I kind of want to go see what this is all about. And then my buddy Phil Donlin, he's on the TV show Chicago Fire. They're on NBC. He's going to host it for us. Great guy. He rides too, not as much as Russ and I do, but this show, Bikes, Babes, and Belly Laughs, is a very limited tour next year. But it's my belief is once we get this under our belt, it's going to be, it has the potential of being as big as Blue Collar Comedy Tour. I believe that in my heart.
That's a big deal.
Dude, I can't wait to do this show. Our first show right now is in Illinois, sometime in the summer. But, we're working on a couple of other things. But that show, dude, I can't wait for that. I mean, it's going to be out of control. There's nothing else like that out there. What we're going to put together.
I've actually watched Russ Nagel before I even knew, anything really about you. And I'm like, well, I've seen that name before. And so I had to go look it up. I'm like, I've seen him. I've seen his show before. So he's definitely somebody that like it was impactful enough to where my brain retained it.
Right.
So I think, and Phil Donlin, obviously he's a, just, I don't know.
He got 8 million people. He got 8 million people watching him every Wednesday night on NBC when he's on.
He's been there, done that.
Yeah, and we're doing a gig together, Phil and I. Second weekend of January, we're going to be in Biloxi, Mississippi, with doing a benefit with Rocka Vodka, which is the only vodka that rocks, and it is so extremely good. Oh, I can't wait to get some more. We're raising money for Tunnel to Towers. We've all teamed up with Tunnel to Towers, so we're doing a big thing for them in Biloxi with myself, Phil, a couple of other celebrities going to be there. So, yeah, man, got some big things coming, and I usually work, as a performer. I usually get booked on my birthday. I thought I was going to slide through this year and actually go out and have a little bit of fun on my own, and then you jumped in and got this gig, and I'm like, you know what? This is what I want. This is where I want to be. Yeah. I want to throw Atlanta my birthday party at the Punchline.
Isn't that a cool way to think of it? Like I'm gonna bring my birthday party to Atlanta. Yeah. And I think that's just a cool way to do it. And you're very blessed to be able to have that ability to do that. And there's not a whole lot of people that can say that they can experience something like that. But the cool thing about it is you get to share your experience with everyone else. And it's gonna heal hearts. It's gonna make people happy. And you're gonna just bring a lot of positive energy to the Punchline on New Year's Eve. So I'm excited. I've been like giddy like a schoolgirl ever since we started getting this thing situated around. And it's going to be a lot of fun, and I'm looking forward to this great experience, and I'm very fortunate to get to be a part of that.
Yeah, man, you've been amazing, and again, there's more to come with you and I. We're gonna push some things, and we wouldn't be there without you. And again, April and I are very grateful, and I have a feeling that we're going to turn this into something, and we'll knock it out of the park. I just need everybody to get there. Come celebrate. Nobody going to worry about it being New Year's. Everybody going to leave going, it's not New Year's. It's Gary Michael's birthday. See, I have to deal with that. Everybody celebrates on my birthday, but they don't celebrate my birthday. Well, this time they're celebrating my birthday at the Punchline.
Which is going to be awesome. It's
Yeah,
gonna
and
be
if I have to do 3 shows, I don't know if I'm going to make it to the third because people be buying me shots all night. Okay.
we can just turn you into it. You can be the ventriloquist doll. We'll figure it out.
Well, yeah, I can figure. Well, I call my buddy Andy Gross. He's a ventriloquist. We'll let him come out and play around with us.
Yeah. I'm sure he can do something to make your mouth move at some point.
Well, I could hypnotize his ass and make him do things that he ain't never wanted to do.
Yeah. So I'm going to play another video,
Yeah,
and
please
it's going to be for the Bikes, Babes, and Belly Laughs tour.
Oh yeah, that's going to be fun. So for Russ, we met Russ up in Cherokee, North Carolina. He was doing a gig at the casino.
What a great place.
Yeah, and Russ and I had talked for 5 years, never met until this year. And
what a cool place to meet someone for the first time.
Yeah.
I love Cherokee, North Carolina. That place is so cool.
Yeah, we were up at Harris Casino there at Comedy Zone. He had 3 shows. We watched all 3 of them. We hung out. We hit it off. Now we're going to put this tour together, and it's going to be out of control. And if you come on New Year's Eve, you'll get a little taste of some of the things that you'll get a chance to see what I'm going to be doing and where I'm going to be doing it. Because as I said, it's going to be different. Some of it's the same, but most of the shows they'll all be different. But you come and see on New Year's Eve, you're going to want to come see it again.
Right.
And that I can promise you.
All right. So here is the video.
It's the Bikes, Babes, and Belly Laughs tour. This limited tour brings together 3 powerhouse entertainers with proven track records.
Hey, this is Phil Donlin. You might recognize me as Lieutenant Vennell from NBC's Chicago Fire. Are you ready for the Bikes, Babes, and Belly Laughs tour? It is a unique blend of stand-up and interactive comedy, sprinkled with a little hypnosis, and surefire star power.
Gary Michaels, the world's only biker comedy hypnotist.
On the count of 3, you're going to feel absolutely amazing. However, when you do wake up on the count of 3, you are going to discover that you are the world's first pregnant man. Only first short I'm touching, you guys are the nurses. Count of 3, wide awake. 1, 2, 3, wide
Russ Nagel, known nationwide as America's funniest biker.
I don't even know what the speed limit is on I-15. I'm doing 80. You people are flying by me. Like I'm sitting still. Your police pulls me. And he's like, you know why I stopped you? I'm like, you couldn't catch anybody else?
Phil Donlin, acclaimed actor from NBC's hit TV series Chicago Fire.
So it's obvious you're saying all of this because you need something from me. So go on, spit it out.
Bikes, Babes, and Belly Laughs tour will draw a loyal and diverse crowd for your venue for an unforgettable night with this unique, one-of-a-kind show that you will not find anywhere else.
So contact Gary at GaryMichaels.net and book us today for this limited tour. That's right, it is a limited tour. We don't have many dates. We're all very, very busy. So get us today. Get us on your calendar. You won't regret it.
Rock on.
So
I love
that crowd,
video.
that crowd scene is a proud moment for me. There's 837 seats in that theater on the cruise ship. I had 1,300 in there, probably a little bit more than that. But it was the same night that Confederate Railroad, the band, and Lou Graham, a foreigner,
Right.
well, they opened up for me, which I thought was the coolest thing ever.
That is cool.
And then when we walked out on the stage, it was standing room only, dude. I mean, they were literally looked like wallpaper all around the bottom floor, top. There's 3 levels, and all 3 of them were just filled with people. It was amazing. And when we walked out, April looked at me. She was funny. She goes, "Look at all these people." I went, I know. I just hope I don't suck.
I think it's cool because when you really think about, that kind of a situation where it's packed and you have people that are coming in with anticipation. They're anticipating that you are going to blow their mind. And you come out and all you have to do is take that anticipation and blow that room up. And
So,
it's
yeah. So
awesome.
the thing is, the more people, the better the energy level you get.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
And here's the hard part for me. That's a lonely place to be on that stage. One person, all these people, it's lonely. So it's my job to expel this positive energy to the crowd, and then they'll turn around and give it back to me. And
Right.
now we're bouncing back off each other. The more people that I have at the show, the better the show, the better the feel, the better the energy, and the better subjects I can get up on stage. So if you've ever been to a hypnotist show, and I'm sure there's a few people that have, the hypnotist generally will invite volunteers up on stage. Right.
Right.
So say you've got 100 people out there. You invite volunteers, you get 20 of them to come up on stage. Well, now this is the boring part for me. The hypnotist is focused solely on just these 20 people when he doesn't realize that one of his best subjects could still be out there in the audience. So he's trying to hypnotize just this select few. He said, set this one down, you're down, go set this one down, go set this one down. By the time he gets to all that process, I'm sitting there going, all right, let's get to the good stuff. So, and then out of those 20 people, he may only get 4 or 5. Okay. Now, I don't ask for volunteers. This is what scares people. I hypnotize the entire audience. Everybody in the audience, I will hypnotize. And you might go into a real deep state of hypnosis, which is what I'm looking for. But I can assure you, you will be in a light state of hypnosis, the whole audience. Okay. Which that's where that really good positive feeling comes from being at the show. You're sitting back going, oh man, I feel great. And then you're laughing and all these endorphins are going crazy in your brain and you're just feeling amazing. If laughter's the best medicine, that's a true statement. Laughter's the best medicine. Alcohol kills germs. I'm the healthiest mofo in the world, dude.
I think it's pretty cool.
Again, I'll hypnotize the entire audience, and then I'll walk out into the audience and I'll pick and choose the perfect ones. Now, before anybody gets freaked out, if you don't want to be hypnotized, don't participate in the techniques. Okay, and you'll know exactly what it is. You don't want to get hypnotized, don't participate. Doesn't always matter if you do or not, but you have a better chance of not getting hypnotized. So just sit back, watch, enjoy, and try to figure out what in the hell is he doing and how is he doing that? So when I was growing up, my mom, there was a phrase that I didn't realize until later in life that it was derogatory. But when I was growing up, my parents always looked at me and said, what the hell's wrong with you? So that's kind of what I'm looking for now. So when I'm up on stage, I'm going to do something, and somebody out there in the audience is going to go, what in the world is wrong with you? But I look for it.
I actually aim for that same response on my show. If people say, what's wrong with that guy?
Mom used to give me a big old bear hug before I went to bed every night. Of course, DHS would have called it a sleeper hold. Time to go to bed, Gary.
Yeah, you can't get away with that now.
Well, I mean, my parents loved me, God rest their souls, but they had a sense of humor. They gave me an Etch-a-Sketch for Christmas one year. One knob. Yeah. Then I come to find out later that I'm pretty sure when my mother was pregnant with me, she was taking Tylenol. So now I know what is wrong with me.
You see, you can even put a little politics in there.
Oh, I can politics, dude. Let's do a little political bit. You want to?
Yeah.
Look, I love Charlie Kirk, and God rest his soul. One thing that one question still ain't been answered yet. Do you know what that question is?
What?
What is a woman? Well, I can tell you right now, pretty sure that Joe Biden knew what a woman was because he didn't walk into Congress and start sniffing Chuck Schumer's hair, did he? No.
No, I don't think he did.
So I'm pretty sure Bill Clinton knows what a woman is. I think we know that. Obama, we're still on the fence here if he knows. But Donald Trump, yeah, we know he knows what a woman is because he liked to grab him by the Pritzker. There's your political joke for the day.
It is,
and now if you think about that though, Eric, think about this. What made that joke political? Nothing. Just because they're politicians doesn't mean it's a political joke. I wouldn't care if Joe Biden was the Baptist church pastor at the bar and grill laundromat church. I would still pick on him because he was so easy. He's such an easy target.
Yeah, that's low hanging fruit.
Yeah, but there's nothing political about that joke other than they're politicians. But when you mention the politician's name, people get pissed off. Oh, here we go, politics. No. However, politics these days is the longest running action movie I have ever watched in my life, and I can't stop watching. And you've got everything. You've got violence, you got laughter, you got stupidity. I mean, you can go on and on. You got humor, you got sex scandals and drugs in the White House. This is the greatest movie ever. How are we going to condense the next 4 years into a 2-hour movie? No, this is the greatest, longest running movie ever. It's hysterical, and I love watching it.
It is watching it. Mm-hmm. I think if you're in the public eye, you're subject to getting made fun of by somebody. So
I get made fun of a lot, dude.
I make fun of lots of people.
Yeah, I get made fun of a lot. I don't care. I think from a hypnotist, knowing how the brain works and how to get into someone's sort of subconscious without them knowing it as a hypnotist, it's fun to do. So, if somebody gets upset with me or they get offended by something and they yelling at me and whatever, I have the perfect comeback that they're going to walk out going, I was mad at him, but now I don't know why I'm not.
That's a pretty good point.
That's the little magic stuff I put on, a little sleep dust.
Right, a little sleep dust.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you'll see it. I carry sleep dust with me.
That's awesome. Mm-hmm. Well, Gary, I want to thank you for coming on, and I urge everyone to, if you are in the Metro Atlanta, even if you're in Chattanooga or Knoxville, come on down New Year's Eve. Come party in Atlanta. There's no better place to party for New Year's Eve than Atlanta. If there's one thing Atlanta knows how to do is party. So who better to party with than Gary Michaels? So come to the Punchline and party with Gary Michaels. You'll get to see me there too, because I will be there, hopefully not hypnotized and picking my nose and flicking it or something crazy like that.
You never know.
You never know. I've never been hypnotized before. So or at least I didn't know I was. I don't know. Maybe I was.
Right.
But New Year's Eve, 6, 8, 10 are the 3 show times. Come on out, spread the word, share the video with everybody so we can fill this place up and just have a great time.
This is a once in a lifetime opportunity to bring in the new year with something different and memorable. You'll never forget that this night. I promise you.
There you have it. Gary Michaels. Come celebrate his birthday with him with the greatest comedic hypnotist show that you'll ever see. And let's get it done. I'm excited.
From your mouth to God's ears, dude. I'm ready for it.
All right, Gary. Thanks for coming on. And we're going to make some content today when I see you later today. So
it'll be fun.
All right. I'm out.
Right on.